the thing is, when you grow up in this town, you know the homeless cats. You know, like, you know them. Like, they're on Telegraph, or, you know, as I started getting older, I started seeing cats that I went to school with up on Telegraph, you know, that are homeless now. It's a few guys that I, you know, I try to hit off with some dough every time I see them. I went to high school with them, or whatever. That's kind of sad. That's kind of hard to see, but, you know, I'm sure it's like that in your town, too. You know. Let's see what else we got going on over here.
Wake up every morning like I'm gonna show those bastards. I hear my life calling like JoJo dance. Going for the brass ring like Frodo Baggins. I did the group thing, it's my solo record.
The thing about this city, man, is, you know, a lot of people think of Berkeley as like a college town, you know, because Cal is here or whatever. But, you know, the population is, you know, it's like I think it's like 120,000 people, and the Cal population is like 40,000. So definitely, you know, a good portion of the population is students. But because we're in the immediate East Bay, it doesn't really feel like a college town, you know what I mean? It's got its own culture. And, you know, we're right in between Berkeley, Richmond, San Francisco's across Oakland and Richmond, and San Francisco's right across the bridge. You know what I mean? But it's crazy how, like, each of these cities have their own culture, yet we kind of share a culture as well, you know? So, like, when I was younger, I never even left this. I mean, like, you know, if I was going to go to San Francisco, to me, it was kind of like, I might as well be going to Paris. You know what I mean? We just never really left. I mean, if I wasn't here, I was, you know, visiting friends or going to parties and things like that in like North Oakland or places like that. But I never really left this city, you know. No, it wasn't until, you know, I got out of college and I really got the opportunity to travel and tour, and that I really began to see how different the world was, you know, in relation to this city that I grew up in, and this area, the Bay Area that I grew up in. And it really made me appreciate how special a place that the Bay Area is in general, but, you know, at least in my experience, that Berkeley was in particular. The thing about Berkeley that's crazy is that, you know, damn near everybody here, at least when I was growing up, it's changed now, it's not as diverse now, but we used to call them mixed kids, you know, like me. You know, me, I'm half Japanese. You know, it's like somebody was half something and half something else, you know, in this town. And I think maybe it's just because it was so liberal, or because, you know, I don't know, just, there's obviously the Bay Area is known for being a very progressive place, but this city in particular, man, it was always like, all my friends of my generation, it's like, you got one white parent, or one Asian parent, or one, you know, black parent, or one Latino parent, or, you know, some combination. And I think that was one of the things that, when I started to leave and see that, you know, the rest of the world was really not like that, you know, and then I was able to gain an appreciation, you know, for this town and for the Bay Area in general. Look, there's Le Cheval. You want some good Vietnamese food, go to Le Cheval, but don't go to this one. This one is not hot. Don't go to this one. Go to the one in downtown Oakland. The one in downtown Oakland is the bomb. This one is kind of like, you know. That's not
closer when you didn't respond. We talked for a time, then you'd go MIA. It's very hard to reach a resolution that way. And nowhere am I dissing what you contributed, but let's be honest about what I really did. Wrote hit after hit, never canceled the show. Even when within my wife, her cancer would grow. Did every interview, even if they were racist. No sleeping, no weekends, no rest, no vacations. Released a new album every 18 months. 200 dates a year with or without the bus. That ain't my opinion, that's the true facts. It ain't a lot of artists that's willing to do that. Rock, rap, R&B, regardless of genre. Of course I did well. Nobody works harder. One of the most successful indie rap artists of all time.